Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Death Battle Cast. I'm Ben, joined by Chad,
Hello.
Liam, and Sam, as per usual. And we've got two matchups that we are talking about today, which is very exciting. Two very miney and crafty. It kind of sounds gross. Matchups that we're going to be talking about. And I'm excited to get into these because they have both been requested for a while now. And I'm curious which one you guys are most interested in seeing. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for another live Death Battle Cast. We do this every single Tuesday at 12 noon Central Time. Great to see the champions in chat and all those colorful badges flying up. Feel free to jump in and talk about these matchups with us as we go. It's going to be an exciting one, I think.
They're already going, Ben. We've got Gilded Data with a big super chat, said Steve will win because he is Steve. Crossover wants to know if we've heard about the baddie. Oh, we have, and we might have something in store for y'all. We'll see.
I have no idea what this is about. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Reddit, y'all went wild. And then Orange Blaster gifted out 5 memberships. Oh, and then Kinderex gifted out 5. Welcome.
I'm gonna put an ignorant thing here for y'all.
What is an ignorant thing? That is concerning.
That what you refer to me now?
Yeah, what are you doing?
What does that mean?
Yeah, I'm also scared. This is great on a live show. Isn't it great when somebody says a really ambiguous thing that could
we're putting a goal for 50 chats for more baddie content. Maybe there you go. Let's see if you'll actually like it.
Oh Lord.
Is this what we're doing now? Okay.
I am really convinced
I have not agreed to this. I do not know how this will end up.
Ben, do you know what that is? What the
I do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I have not agreed to any of this. So whatever this ends up being, it is not my fault.
Yep. SpongeBob gifted out a membership, and Elcata says, I love playing both games, but I'm voting Terrarian.
Yeah, because
wow, you're already voting. Well, we gotta do the actual matchup before you vote. Yeah. Hang on. So you know how this works, Elcata. You've been here before. Yeah. You've got a badge. You gotta wait until we discuss the matchup thoroughly, completely, and totally scientifically, and we're not going to glaze anybody. Absolutely, that's not how the show works. And then at the end of the show, you can vote. So the matchups we're going to be talking about.
Who you actually wanted to the whole time.
And then you vote for Terrarian. That's how it works. So the matchups we're going to be talking about today, there are 2 Minecraft. Oh, by the way, guys, did you see that Minecraft movie? I haven't, but I hear Liam's a really big fan.
I have not.
No, haven't seen it.
I hear Liam is an incredibly big fan of the Minecraft movie.
Oh yeah,
and the franchises in general.
Also, have you guys seen that one death battle that came out recently? Like that might have been fun too. That
I have seen.
Mahito guy, that Shigaraki guy, like that death battle was pretty cool too. Yeah, you should check that out if you haven't seen it.
You mean the one with a cane in it?
Yeah, Akane. First of all,
sorry, I don't know, man.
How
white I am.
That hurt, Sam. That hurt me.
You guys have done ballot banters with me for ages. When do I nail the names? Never. This doesn't happen.
Yeah, but like a cane.
No. Maybe no. Hang on. There was probably one of the characters like holding a cane in the background, right? Like that's probably what he's talking about. All right, the matchups we're talking about today are.
That's the canon pronunciation.
I'm trying to get us back on track.
Never.
The characters we're talking about today are, of course, Steve, Mr. Jack Black himself, against the Terrarian. But we also have, and we can bring up the thumbnail for this, another popular request and a pitch that we actually got from one of you guys. Emmet from the Lego Movie versus Jesse from the Minecraft story mode, I think, which is a thing, apparently. There's a lot of Minecraft stuff out there, clearly. Okay, so the way this is going to work is we're going to go through both matchups, discuss them, debate them, see who would win, and it'll be up to you guys watching this live to vote on who you think should win and which one is your top Minecraft death battle idea. So we will start with... Well, I mean, we got to start with the biggest Minecraft fan here, right? Mr. Liam Swan.
There we go.
Absolutely obsessed with
So
Minecraft.
funny.
I think you have watched the Minecraft movie. I think you were telling me you've watched it every day since it came out. It's probably going to make $1 billion solely because of you. So Liam, can you tell me a bit about, let's start with Emmet. We'll get to Steve. We'll get to everybody's favorite champion,
You want me to
Steve,
talk
a little
about
bit later.
Everyone's
Yeah.
favorite Minecraft character, Emmet.
Emmet, yeah.
Oh yeah, I
The-
would love to learn more. But
Yeah.
also, Third Degree gifted out 10 memberships, so thank you. And then the super
Holy
chats
crap.
have been flying in. They're being read. Thank you all.
All for a cane.
As much as I would love to talk about everyone's favorite Minecraft character, Emmet, I think I'll talk about everyone's favorite Minecraft character, Jesse, first.
Oh, sorry, yeah, Jesse. You
No,
guys
it's
have
okay.
thrown
I
me
got
off.
So Jesse, okay, so Minecraft story mode, and I didn't know
I'm
that
talking
this
about Emmet.
existed until like yesterday. Yeah, I know. I was like bead of sweat when you.
I'm the one who's repping Emmet here.
He's the one that Emmet. Okay, so Jesse is a character from Minecraft story mode, which is just Minecraft, but what if it had a plot and characters that like talked? And Steve isn't, the main character isn't just like this soulless, like mining character. He is a real person with thoughts and hopes and dreams, and voiced by Patton Oswalt. Or another person if you choose because you can choose any gender you want, but it looks the same because Jesse is for boys and girls. Basically Jesse just goes on a big adventure, and the first season is I've gone dark. The first season
You
is
are.
Sam, what'd you do?
I've done nothing.
I'm metaphorically in
The
dark.
void has
Plan
taken
through,
us.
plan through, Liam. We're doing it live.
Yeah. Jesse is goes on adventures, fights the wither fucking creature, gets a ton of really insanely powerful equipment, stuff that is going to cut Emmett's ass in half and send him to hell, metaphorically. Jesse is just insanely powerful. He is Minecraft with a personality, and that personality wants to kill Emmet.
Not as powerful as William, who just gifted out 20 memberships. Good lord, y'all
Whoa.
are on one today.
Incredible.
And
Snap.
Super Munier with 5. I'm in the void. I live in the void now, though.
Everybody came back. No, I didn't touch a thing. Everyone went away. Everybody came back except for Chad. Chad, you've been taken by the void. I've just tried to fix your thing by replacing your link. You're still in the void. You might have to refresh your page. Your side
I mean,
chat.
it looks fine on my end. I can see. All right,
I know. I can see you in the thing too. It's just.
Okay. It wouldn't be Death Metal Cast without at least one technical difficulty, y'all. All right.
But this time it's not my fault. I want it on the record. This is not me. I touched nothing. I was just hanging
Ben,
out.
what do you think about Emmet?
Okay. I'll let me tell you about Jesse from the Lego movie. All right. So Emmet Joseph Brukowski, formerly a construction worker in Bricksburg, he discovered the piece of resistance, the prophesied counter to the Craggle, a thing that was going to destroy all life as they know it in Legoland, in the Lego universe, I suppose. Because it turns out Emmet is the special, and not just the special master builder. And what a master builder is that he can build anything out of bricks without using any instructions. Everybody else in the Lego world needs the instruction booklet in order to build anything, but he can do it just by looking at the pieces and understand instinctively how everything connects. He also sees their like serial numbers like in floating in space. It's kind of bizarre.
Like the Matrix.
Yeah, exactly. He sees the Matrix of the Lego world. It's essentially what it is. Emmett's a little weird though, because we're gonna get into some maybe existential shit with this one, because Emmet is technically his own entity, but also not. He's technically also a toy that's being played with by a child named Finn. But then in the second movie,
and he has a future version. Yeah.
in the second movie, because there is a sequel to this movie that I don't think anybody actually saw, but it's very important to this debate, because in the second movie, it turns out there is a version of Emmet that traveled through time because Emmet, this version of Emmet, got lost in the Undar the Dryer system, aka under the dryer. He was stuck under the dryer. This little Lego minifig was stuck under the dryer for days, maybe weeks, maybe just a few minutes. We actually don't know exactly, but he got very lonely, and through his loneliness, he developed his own. Apparently, he already had his own sentience, but he also developed control over his plastic Lego body.
Yes.
And then built a time machine, which implies that Emmett's master builder powers also don't just apply to the imagination of Finn, but to the real world, and then traveled through time. And yeah.
And also tapped into other movies.
Yes. Well, that's how Lego works in general, right? So he used the time travel powers from other movies and TV shows. But the point is, Emmet is both a Lego minifig from a child's imagination and his own imagination, capable of breaking like the barrier between a plaything and an actual living entity. And also he can build anything he wants. So that's the general idea behind Emmet. Now, how does this battle work? I don't really know. And this is where I'm definitely looking to chat here, because we have a Lego person fighting the
a
Minecraft block person.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that
Yeah.
Jesse could just tear him apart, right? That's not how.
That was sort of me yapping. That was
sure.
me.
But like, it's important for me to bring up that as a Lego minifigure, he can be torn apart and just put himself back together. Now, it's a little weird because there are instances in the movie where he like gets torn apart a little bit and he clearly feels pain. Emmet is fighting his future self. Yeah, and he like his future self like karate chops him, and then his like legs and body sort of separate a little bit, and Emmett's like, "Ow, it hurts!" And I'm like, "Wait, earlier in the movie, I'm pretty sure I saw you split this part of you off in order for you to change shirts. So why does it hurt now?" So I think it again goes back to Emmett's imagination, right? That's my interpretation of it. Emmet as well as Finn control Emmet through imagination. So if Emmet imagines it hurts, then it hurts. Which means he could most likely just decide whatever Jesse does to him doesn't hurt. But that's at least my reading of it. I don't know if this is true per se. So chat, let me know if that's a legitimate reading of this.
I know what you're saying, but this how Emmet is. I think he'd believe that it would hurt him. But we'll see.
Well, Emmett's whole story is that he like believes one thing that isn't true, and then by the end of the story, he comes to understand that like, oh, I am stronger than I believed. The world is better than I believed. Everything is awesomer than I believed. It's all about a story of like hope and believing in himself and believing in others. So if this really is how Emmet works, by the end of the fight, like that would be the arc of the fight. He would learn that, oh, I don't actually feel pain. I'm invincible. The end.
Oh, I'm a god.
So that's very interesting because, I was going to save this stuff for the end, but to be fair, I think that like this is the way the discussion is going. We should just jump. We're talking about the fact that they can like will stuff into reality with their minds.
I mean, this is such a bizarre matchup. Like, where else would we start?
There
would we
is
start
an
with
answer to
Minecraft being like how would Jesse even approach this fight?
Well, so I mean, Jesse is a Minecraft character. He can build stuff, and he can build anything he wants. He can build huge superstructures or whatever, like super fast. He's a Minecraft character. He has regular Minecraft stuff. He has, and I'll just run down the list just to say that I did.
He's struggling, everybody.
Super Money gifted out 5 memberships. Famulator with another 5. Thank you all for the super chats.
He's got swords, axes, pickaxes, shovels, hoes. Some are made of iron, which is really plentiful. Some are made of gold, which destroys stuff really quickly, but it's weak. Some is diamond. It's strong, but it's rare, but that wouldn't matter for this. We'd give it to him. He's got bows and arrows. He's got a fishing rod. And he can enchant stuff. Like, he can make stuff super sharp. He can make it stuff like infinity, which means it never breaks. He actually has an armor called the adamantine impervium, or has access to it, which never breaks. But he has the F-bomb, also known as the Formidium bomb, which is like a super omega fuck-ass TNT block smushed together.
Ass. So wait, Gelatin Man brought up something that I wanted to think about. Steve's supposed to be about 2 meters tall, and the Lego guy's a Lego guy.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I mean, I know,
Squash.
like
Jesse.
Size doesn't really matter a ton
Well,
for like power matters, but still, it is like funny to think it's like a guy fighting a bug, pretty much.
yeah, how we get to the size difference, that's definitely something I wanted to bring up too. Yeah, but finish up what you were saying, Liam.
Well, okay, so you're arguing that Emmet can sort of are you saying that he can will like anything he wants into reality, like just by believing it? Like if he want, because like if he wanted to make himself
Possibly.
big, he could just be like, I'm big. Okay.
He could build
Because
himself a body for this, essentially.
he could build himself.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So Jesse
He
has
did build a
two,
mech in the first one.
he has two options to dealing with a character exactly like Emmet. He
Interesting.
has
Okay.
command block tools, and he has the golden gauntlet. So the command block in Minecraft story mode is essentially like a thing that in your possession you can make the world Minecraft creative mode, right? You can just do anything. We can create anything that you want. You can literally warp all of reality, like on a universal scale, the entire universe of Minecraft. And it is stated in Minecraft story mode that the Minecraft world goes on for infinity. Like it doesn't end.
Yeah.
And you can do anything that you want with it. And
I
he does not have a command block, to be clear. The command block is fused with a wither, and to create the wither storm, which is this huge sort of like just fucking monster that he has to kill. But he does have a command block that he uses to enchant into one of a variety of weapons that you have. You can choose which one you want in the game. So he has a command block tool, like a sword. We'll just say it's a sword for now. It's one of the options. And with that, you can destroy anything. It destroys literally anything, including another command block, which was at the center of the Wither Storm. Command block being something that can will anything into existence. So the command block tool essentially is a sword that kills Emmets.
Okay.
Further, yeah,
Wait.
we can.
Command block destroys anything.
Oh, yeah.
It destroys
like-
anything. Yeah.
Also,
Like if you hit if Jesse hits another Minecraft like person with this, does it destroy them?
Yes.
Okay.
It unmakes anything out of it. It's essentially it's the delete button.
yeah,
That's what it
but
is.
I do think there is a little bit of a difference here because you're talking about like you can with a command block can shape the world like block by block. You can't just like
that's what I was gonna ask.
you can't just like it's not like a console command, right? Like it is creative mode, which does allow you to go around and fly and like make whatever you want and have access to infinite items, I guess. But you can't just like you would still in creative mode have to approach somebody and like remove the block essentially.
The Wither Storm is stated to be like destroying reality. Like they're like, if it gets out of hand, it's gonna fucking destroy all of reality. So its power. Yeah, I think that the command block tool can only like whack a single thing at a time, which is okay here because Emmet's a single thing. But its effect is something that is going to destroy like the
okay.
universe.
If it can generally only affect a single thing at a time, Emmet's whole thing is that he, as a master builder, he builds up whatever structure he's creating, and with his
Usually
construction training, he's able to build something that is incredibly like sturdy, can hold up under extreme pressure. So theoretically, like if he built a giant mech that was tall enough to like basically match the size of a Minecraft character, and Jesse hit him with a command block and removed like a piece of it, would that just remove one brick from the entire mech, which would have thousands of bricks in it and would still be structurally sound because of Emmet's like constructor brain?
And Emmet rebuilds fast. That's the other thing.
Yes.
Like,
Well, that's
like,
the second thing, but this, I'm curious how the command block like applies to this situation though.
I mean, I think that's just a philosophical argument. Like, I'm pretty sure there's an ancient Greek, like, it's like a ship of Theseus kind of thing.
Well, I mean, does it specifically
think he
delete
would
the whole
destroy
mech
the
all
mech.
at once?
Well, he doesn't use it against a giant mech made of like, but like he uses it against the command block at the center of the Wither Storm, and it destroys the command block and the Wither Storm. So I think it destroys whatever that, like, as long as it is a thing, it destroys that. I think that you're gonna push like the rules of like linguistics, I think.
Okay.
And meta linguistics.
Okay.
In response to that.
real
I
quick
think
shout
we'll
out.
destroy the mech because it's a mech.
Okay. Real quick shout out to chat. You guys have 41 minutes before this goal that Sam set wraps up.
They're,
You guys
they're
have been
making
giving out
progress. They're good.
so many memberships. This is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, Ben.
I don't know what's
Mudpie gifted
happening
1.
over there.
Elcato gifted 5. Gilded Data gifted 20. Joe also really wants us to know that this matchup was done on another show. So we read that, Joe. Thank you. And Dude Blade X just gifted out another 20 and said the rest is up to you, chat. So y'all,
Jeez.
I don't.
All right.
Do the memberships even go towards the goal, Sam, or is that just super?
Yeah, how
chat?
does that work? I don't actually know how the goal thing
It
works.
appears that, and keep in mind, this is YouTube, not us. The system is pretty stupid. In fact, it appears that because I set it to yellow, which is like $10, right? Apparently, not even the ones that are orange, which are like $20, count towards it, which is really fucking
Really?
stupid.
No, that's not true.
It is.
That can't
I'm
be
sorry. I'm keeping track of those in my mind, y'all. Don't worry. But like, it is a dumb system by YouTube, and
It has to
we
be
should say thank
specifically
you.
10?
Yeah. Well, in the
Instead-
yellow bracket, which is like 10 to 19.99, I guess.
Oh my god.
YouTube's stupid. We're sorry for that, but we can't thank you enough for the support. It's crazy. We were kind of memeing, but y'all are really showing up, so thank you very much.
All right, well, we'll keep track of it ourselves. So
Yeah.
if Sam, if you could maybe get the real number
Yeah,
that we're at,
yeah.
not 15, and
yeah,
let us know.
I have it.
Okay, awesome. So we're not actually at 15. We're probably at way higher than that.
Yeah, closer
Um,
to 25.
Okay,
About
yeah.
halfway.
So just add 10 to what we currently are at, and then we'll just consider that good.
Beard looks good today.
Wow. Okay.
Is it seeing
Uh,
this? My beard looks good today. I haven't gotten any compliments from you guys yet today, but it's looking pretty good.
To be
Shut up,
fair-
Liam. We're talking about Death
Yeah.
Battle. Let's talk about.
You're
You're
gonna
to figure out who
being a real
wins.
pick me right now. That's like, you didn't talk about Ben and I's haircuts, so what now?
Yeah.
That's
Jeez,
so
like
fucking
look
skibbity.
at. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, I could do that too. Emmet's gonna destroy Jesse. Poggies, let's go.
Poggers in
so-
the chat, everybody. Thank you.
Poggers in the chat for
I'm
for
out.
Emmet.
That
Let's
was
do
my
it.
line. That was my line on Death Battle. I'll see y'all.
You are
maybe
the one with the
again.
fucking broccoli haircut, and you're out at Poggers, dude. Come the fuck on. It's ridiculous.
All right. So, what we have reached in terms of Emmet versus Jesse is based on what Liam is saying and what I kind of hinted at early on is this is like an existential question. Like, how do these worlds interact with each other? And I'm curious, chat, how you see this going, because we have a little minifig, giant Minecraft figure. Does the size matter? Should we approach this with the idea that like
Size always.
Why did you
Size
say
doesn't
it
matter.
Like
Can we?
or should we basically say, oh yeah, it makes sense in terms of this because Emmet can just build a mech and that could be how he interacts with.
I have a
with Jesse.
counter to that.
Wait.
And
really
if we
quick.
are talking about the minifig being a factor here, does then Jesse being a video game character matter?
Well,
What's up, Sam?
Well, can we go back to circa, I don't know, 2016 in-game Thanos content here? Because Jesse is very small. Is there a possibility he can get inside of Steve and then build something to kill him?
Wait.
I think we have
Wait.
confused everyone's names for every.
Yeah.
Wait, no,
Sam,
the other way.
what are you
Sorry,
talking about?
sorry. Emmett.
No, and not even Steve. Do you mean Emmet?
Emmett.
You mean Emmet?
Lego Minecraft. The Lego can get
Yeah.
inside
Can
the
Lego
Minecraft.
enter Minecraft's body
Yeah.
and blow him up from the inside?
Well,
The
this is
question that
this is
every single death battle returns to. By the way,
can he
I swear to
Ant-Man the
God.
Thanos?
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
Well, honestly, this creates a leads to maybe my final question for it all, which is if Emmet is a master builder, can
Yeah.
he use that power on Minecraft itself?
what
Can
if
he unmake Jesse because Jesse is made of Minecraft blocks?
what if Jesse had something that could take away Emmett's power?
Which is
I was just asking. No, yeah, there is something.
That sure would
it's
be
called
convenient.
the golden. It's called the
Good.
Golden Gauntlet. So in one of the later, I think in season 2 of Minecraft Story Mode, they fight a villain called Romeo, I think is his name. And Romeo is an admin. He has admin powers. And
Oh,
he
I see.
has complete control over reality. Like he is a god. And not in just a like block by block kind of way, in an everything kind of way. And the Golden Gauntlet allows you to cancel out admin powers. So he no longer can warp reality like a god. He's just like stopped.
Mm.
It like glitches the game and prevents an admin's abilities from working. Which sounds to me like at least a verse equivalentable version of Emmett's Lego powers. I'm just saying.
Okay.
So I think that he
I-
might be able to like glitch Emmet out of his imagination powers and stop him.
Interesting.
I could see that preventing Emmet from like trying to like take him apart or something, but like I don't think it would like cut off Emmett's access to his imagination, right?
So it certainly sounds
not?
like it would stop him from affecting the Minecraft building itself, which I think would ultimately be one of the biggest questions of this matchup. Whether or not it affects his Master Builder ability on Legos itself is another question. And I guess it depends on if it's specifically coded to affect the Minecraft world, or if it's just like this broad sort of blanket statement of just stops things from being changed.
Well, I think it talks about like glitches and code, because that's the like fabric of the Minecraft world as a video game. But if you were to apply that to like a different universe, I think it would just warp reality, right? Because it's in that sense the code of Minecraft is the reality of another universe.
Kano's got a good point in chat. Emmet is physically building. He's not warping reality. So like I don't know if it would necessarily affect his ability to build Legos. It might affect his ability to affect the Minecraft world, but like in terms of just removing a piece, because maybe it will no longer consider a block in Minecraft a block anymore.
But
what
since
is
he can
Emmet-
exist in the actual real world, could he just go get to like turn off the console or Control-Alt-Delete on the keyboard?
See, this is the existential question, right? I also
what
do
is
want to say,
Emmett's- okay.
yeah, going back to like whether or not the him falling apart and coming back together again is in his imagination, despite Rex, which is the future version of him, karate chopping him in half earlier in I believe both movies, but especially the first movie, twice he falls from like the atmosphere, crashing into the ground, creating a massive crater, and he's just fine. So like the idea that either Rex, which is Emmet in the future, is strong enough to karate chop hard enough to like crater the world because it somehow splits him apart when falling from the atmosphere did not, or it's his imagination that leads him to get hurt by Rex. But yeah,
Wouldn't
anyway.
it just prevent his imagination? Like, that's sort of what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about like Emmett's ability to like shoot blocks into existence. I know he can't do that. Wouldn't it? It's affecting his imagination. Like that's what the admin that's what the admin powers are in that instance. Unless I'm mistaken, but I think that's what.
Well, I think that would be the big question that we have to figure out. Which, you know what? That sounds like a poll for the chat. I don't know how to word this question. What exactly is the question? Does admin, what is it called? The golden whatever?
Golden Gauntlet.
Does the Infinity Gauntlet have admin over Lego? Is that the question essentially?
Does that like overpower Emmet? Does that beat him?
Okay, it's up to you guys in chat. This is gonna probably be the deciding factor here.
The Golden Gauntlet have admin over Lego. All things
Like-
have lost meaning.
Does Golden Gauntlet have admin over Lego? We get hit by a car really hard yesterday.
And then after we decide that we will get to the vote for Jesse versus Emmet here in just a second, then also move on to Steve versus Terrarian, because that is the other big popular Minecraft matchup I know. And I'm curious again which one you guys are more interested in by the end of this episode. Yeah, so go ahead, get your votes in. This might decide whether or not how you interpret this. This might decide the victor of the entire battle.
Banana tool just like erases Jesse or Emmet from existence. See,
I mean, it sounds like it's a big deciding factor then, right?
Bananas says, I'm pretty sure Emmet can just bring a wheel into Minecraft and cause a system-wide collapse because circles, which that's pretty funny.
Mudpie with the super chat says, not sure if this is important or anything, but Legos do have a Minecraft line of toys.
They do.
Oh, okay. That just makes it more confusing. How does all of this apply? Vriel says, we don't know either. That's what you guys are here for. Okay. Then I'm ending the poll. You guys have voted pretty strongly in favor. Yes, it does apply. But yeah, we would need, if this were to be an actual death battle, I think this would be like the big one of the big questions that we would have to really dive in and find examples for. Like, can this thing apply to things outside of Minecraft? And if Minecraft does exist within Lego, does that mean that Lego supersedes Minecraft in that regard, or does that mean that Minecraft things affect Lego because Lego are Minecraft?
I feel like we just kind of have to do this one for science, right? Like, just to get that out there. And to any of our researchers watching, I'm sorry. No,
you're gonna need to learn calculus for this one because,
because
of the difference between curves. Lego
and
has
philosophy,
and Minecraft doesn't. Yeah. Get ready to learn up on your fucking Newton.
Okay, F it. Who wins? Go ahead and vote in the chat. The poll is
up.
up.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
All right. Chad, who are you thinking?
How am I supposed to decide based on this information?
Like they said in chat, this is our job, Chad. You need to have a definitive answer.
You can cancel his powers and then kill him and then like unmake him, like delete him from the game. What is this a fucking challenge? Emmet can build things. What are we doing here?
Yeah, but Emmet builds at I don't know if I even mentioned it, but because he's a master builder, he can build things in like a matter of seconds. He can build complex time machines in a matter of seconds.
Jesse.
Well, good for Jesse. Does Jesse ever build a time machine?
He built an ender portal. It takes you to a fucking higher dimension of space, 10-dimensional higher dimension of space, as said in the guidebook. As said in the guidebook.
Did it? Does it?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. You know what? Logan really liked the Lego movies, and we watched them together, and that was fun. So Emmet, that's how I'm deciding.
Wow,
fair enough.
That's the one time you didn't get the name wrong. Fuck. That would have been great.
What?
I'm joking. I'm saying that I was hoping you would have gotten it wrong and said Jesse, thinking Emmet. That would have been
that was Sam though. That's just so confusing. All right,
you all got it wrong.
Emmet, you win,
Sam.
Ben.
Well, thanks, Sam. Now, Chad, let us know who you think would win.
Jesse, no. The Lego man.
No. No.
No, I mean, I don't know. I think Emmet. I don't know. I think you can't hold Chris Pratt back, right? It is Chris Pratt.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Probably.
So
it is, and in the second one, they actually reference him in Guardians of the Galaxy and Jurassic Park. So
yeah, so he's
this
got.
guy looks like Mario.
He's got.
I didn't even mention how he
could
could tame velociraptors.
Yeah.
Yes.
Future him just goes back in time when he builds the time machine. He goes back in time. Is like, I need to recruit some crew for my time machine, and he just gets some velociraptors who are apparently proficient in time travel.
Yes. They crew his whole spaceship.
Yeah. So he's got velociraptors if he wants. Anyway, you guys seem to be voting pretty considerably in favor of Jesse with 60% of the vote. All right.
Banana says magic, like literal actual magic is on Jesse's side. Okay, that's
my haters become my waiters at the table of my success.
Wow. I love this.
What is a stronger power of magic than imagination itself? And I really do think Emmet literally controls imagination, because how else would he be able to turn his minifig into a living thing on his own? I really think that's a big factor here. All right, but we can move away from Lego and get to the other Minecraft matchup. Before we do that, I do want to give a quick shout out to all the champions in the chat. Thank you all for being here. We are, well, if we can the chat like goal thing is at 40 out of 50. I believe with everything we said before, it's technically has reached the goal. already, which is crazy. So I don't know what Sam had in mind for you guys because I'm out of this.
Just wait.
But
Just
yeah,
wait.
at the end of the show,
got
I think we'll
something.
have something.
We may be typing
we'll
about
see.
it.
We'll see what's happening.
Also,
but if you want to become a champion, if you want to support the show directly, there's a little join button on the YouTube page that you can click, and you can get all sorts of benefits, see exclusive videos on the Death Battle YouTube channel, including a lot of behind the scenes stuff. Chad and I are revisiting all the old Death Battles. We have this whole series. I think we just finished. We finished going through season 2 of Death Battle relatively recently. We're talking through season 3 and 4. It's been very fun going back and seeing how Death Battle grew and everything like that. But also we got like bloopers and things like that coming.
Yep.
Lots of cool stuff for champions. So check out that membership join button if you're interested in that. And also, of course, jumping in like all these people in the chat. Speaking of which, tomorrow. Big thing for members. If you want to join us tomorrow evening at 5 p.m. Central Time, we are doing a fireside chat, which is our members exclusive live stream where we basically just like it's kind of similar to Death Battle Cast, except the entire thing is about talking back and forth with you guys. It's essentially a way to just be completely back and forth, no matchup or anything to get in the way, and we just hang out with you guys for an hour. So join us tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central for our members only fireside chat.
And I plan to talk about Akane and what y'all have done.
It's the cane, right? The cane.
I will know.
Cane.
I can't. That Dude Blade popped off and was just like, Sam, that physically hurt me. Like, and I feel it. That was insane.
Here's the thing. I wrote the fucking episode. And if they're gonna make a meme about the girl whose head fucking explodes 3 seconds after we see her, then her name is Akane.
No,
if you have to smite me with this shit, I'm smiting you with this shit.
No, he's technically the director of the episode. No.
I mean, yes.
Have we given Liam too much power?
I have admin privileges, and you got no fucking golden gauntlet.
Wait, hang on. Technically, I am showrunner. I do have one level above you.
No.
So you have to convince me that it's gonna be a cane. That feels terrible to me. We'll continue this on Fireside Chat.
Is this gonna go to a company vote? Because it may.
Anyway.
Oh, Ben, I did want to tell everybody, if you guys supported the Kickstarter, the merch has been coming out. It's been really awesome to see everybody like tweeting out like, hey, I got my stuff. So you can get a really cool t-shirt like this one or the gold one, which is currently in the wash. But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. It's been awesome. So our friend Andrew's been sending those out to y'all. So it's been really cool. So yeah, let us know if you get them and let us know if you're enjoying them.
Yeah, shirts, posters, coins, etc. are being sent out. Not everything is going to be packaged together. You might get multiple shipments. But yeah, excited to see everybody getting their rewards. Real quick, just to repeat, because I saw some people asking in the chat, when is the Fireside Chat? The Fireside Chat is tomorrow. So Wednesday, April 9th at 5 p.m. Central Time. And it'll be right here on the Death Battle YouTube channel. It'll be live.
Paul says, I expect some praise for being the 50th one for this, but you were actually the 51st. But it's okay. Thank you, everybody.
I mean, that's
still you get praise. Thank you.
We've been reading everything.
I didn't even realize. Clearly, we haven't used this goal thing very much. I didn't realize you could go over it. So we are now over the goal. Cool. Thank you so much, everybody, for the support. Let's talk about the other matchup. We have another matchup to talk about. Another Minecraft matchup. One that involves Jack Black.
Oh my.
Again.
Yep. Let's talk about Steve versus the Terrarian. So we kind of introduced Minecraft already. Obviously, Steve is a different beast from Jesse, possibly to a very different degree. We'll see. But Sam, can you tell us a little bit about the Terrarian and why this makes sense as a matchup?
Give me 1 second.
Are you doing the thing?
I'm trying, Chad.
Okay.
What is the thing?
We're
doing.
Sam's trying to deliver upon his on-the-fly goal.
Well, I didn't think y'all would just slam it like that, to be honest.
Well, how about we do that at the end of the show?
All right.
We're going off the rails.
Anyways, I've finished what I need to do. Why it's a good one? Because
Well, a lot of people would say Terraria is like 2D Minecraft. I wouldn't say that, but it is. There is somewhat similar. It's a lot about building. You keep getting like, the crafting, the upgrading, and you just keep that linear line all the way until you're, in Terraria's case, fighting like eldritch gods, which is kind of why I think the Terrarian takes the cake on this one, because he fights just much more crazy stuff. Like Terraria is much more about boss fights than Minecraft is, and also the amount of weaponry. Like in Minecraft, you got, I don't know what, like a diamond sword. That's a scary, strong weapon. In Terraria, you got.
I mean, don't forget tridents.
Okay, sure, but I'm talking rocket launchers, mini guns, fucking lightsabers, cluster rockets, like.
Wait, that stuff in Terraria?
Yeah, dude.
That's awesome.
You have
I
like.
need to play this. What the hell?
You have a piranha gun that shoots like homing piranhas at people. Like the weaponry is buck wild.
Terrarian wins.
That's like some
Yeah.
Doom shit.
Right. Like,
And none of
does
that,
sound like
you
Doom.
can get a genuine, like, you can Uzis, miniguns, whatever, sniper rifles, and then you can put like poison bullets in them, exploding bullets, like nano bullets, which make you
can be a-
confused. I don't know why that works, but it
You can
makes
be a knight with a machine gun, which
Yeah.
is literally what I've always wanted from Dark Souls. And
Pretty
that's
much.
Terraria. That's so hype.
Yeah, and not to mention, like, towards the end of the game, like, you can, like, to fucking fly, Like, you just have so many more powers than Steve does, especially.
Well, Steve can get armor, I believe, wings, a wing set, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
but you
Yeah.
can't just, like, outright, I have rocket boots and angel wings fly, which Terrarian can have rocket boots and angel wings,
I mean,
so.
it's kind of what it is, but okay.
That is actually basically exactly what it is.
No,
But
it's like.
I'm here. I'm with you. I'm following you.
Okay, well, I'm glad
Okay.
you followed. I think really the cake of it, though, is that Terrarian just has an insane arsenal of weapons and fights things like the pinnacle boss is the Moon Lord, which is just copyright-free Cthulhu. Yeah. It's just...
Is it?
Isn't
also a
Cthulhu
public
already
domain?
copyright free?
They
Who owns
wanted their own.
Cthulhu?
They wanted their own. You don't want to get that JP Lovecraft stank on you. Don't worry about that.
JP.
Anyway,
What
All
is?
right,
Isn't it JP
so-
Lovecraft? Who knows, man?
It's HP Lovecraft.
HP Hewlett Packard Lovecraft. You don't want
Oh,
that stank
God.
on you, dude.
not
Potion
J.C. Penney's
Lovecraft.
Lovecraft.
Yeah,
All right. So, but what about Steve? Liam, you're as our biggest Minecraft fan here, who has watched the Minecraft movie 1,200 times. Tell us about Steve.
Thank you, Joe.
Steve once was a young boy who yearned for the mines, but then the deindustrialization of the 1970s and 80s happened, and that's the end of the joke. I couldn't think of anything more than that. Steve is basically your player character in Minecraft. He has no soul. He has no being. He is a being created by God to destroy and create and craft and mine. No, I mean he's the player. So he just runs around and mines in this kind of lonely world with it has lore. Apparently, there's like an ancient civilization that built all this shit. And he can build anything. He can build anything that you know in Minecraft. He's also like weirdly strong and powerful. Like he's literally carrying all of the equipment in his like inventory. He's carrying all of it at once. You build stuff and you create as much as you want. Literally, the game go into hell basically, and you fight the Ender Dragon. And those are insanely powerful beings. So yeah, I mean he is very similar to the Terraria guy. That's yeah. I can get more into his arsenal, but that's basically.
We'll
that's
get
basically
into it, but I do
Oh,
want to point
and he
out that I
can't
think
die.
that's kind of important.
Eh.
Sam, have you just
Yes, new emojis
Broke
have
everything?
dropped in
Set
the
the world on
chat.
fire.
You've unlocked your baddie emojis. It seemed like the first thing I could do
Holy
super
shit.
fast. So go ahead, spam your Acanes.
Akane.
Acanes.
Okay.
And can we get a poll?
All right,
Akane
I gotta
versus
be the
Akane?
first one to do this.
Put the poll in. Oh, you gonna do the Skeletor arms? Hell
Oh,
yeah,
you
dude.
know it. I already
Hell
did
yeah.
it. Look at her.
Good stuff. We love to see it.
Croquet was just behind you with it? Oh,
Just you wait until we do a Canuary. It's gonna be
No.
good.
Oh,
Oh
my
my
god,
God.
what have you unleashed? What have you unleashed?
Kane versus the golden retriever from Independence Day. The one who lives and the one who dies.
Oh my God. The good boy who lived.
And the bad girl who dies.
Let me just move
Oh,
I really
no.
appreciate how y'all ran with this. Like, I love people who'll take a bit to the extreme. So, like, we'll see. There may be more stuff coming.
Even when it
Yeah, we definitely
Okay.
love to see y'all get. I mean, even if this one's a little like, I don't think any of us can say why, but we're thrilled y'all are happy about it.
I can.
Okay.
I mean, I can't.
I can.
All right. Well, we are here to talk about a matchup, damn it. Not some chick whose head exploded. Let's talk about. Okay, so Steve versus Terrarian. I'm resetting my brain, trying to get back on track here. Because I think we only half paid attention to everything that was just said. I'm curious, like if we've talked a lot about like Minecraft powers. Does everything that we talked about with Jesse apply to Steve?
I mean, not like the golden gauntlet and the command block tool. No. And for this, I'm assuming that we're talking about like not creative mode Steve. But if we are talking about creative mode Steve, then he has a command block, right? I think the biggest difference between him and Jesse is that respawning is canon. Two different ways. When you die in Minecraft, you come back to life just without your equipment. Your equipment drops where you died. However, that's not just a video game mechanic like you would normally assume, like I assumed. It is, first of all, because the equipment is still there, that's one piece of evidence. But the big one is that in promotional material, we've actually seen Steve, like, there's like a clip, it's like from some commercial or something, or I don't know what, but from something where Steve is like in armor, and it's like Steve and Alex is the girl version of Steve. Like running around killing, they get killed by a creeper or something, they die, they disappear, and then 2 seconds later they pop back into existence right next to where they were, and then continue fighting.
Interesting.
So, yeah, there has to be something. Well, I was joking when I said that Steve has no soul. I just meant like because he doesn't have a personality like Jesse does. There has to be. I assume he does have a soul, and or at least something that remains constant. So you'd have to find some way to permanently kill him, in order to for him to actually die. He also has a totem of the undying, which is a piece of equipment which allows you to respawn with your equipment. You keep your equipment. I don't know how much it matters because that clip essentially said that he respawned right where he died. So you could just grab your equipment. Like, I don't think it matters too much. But you could technically do that too.
Also, it's Trevely says it's from the spin-offs, but in Minecraft Legends, a cutscene, the Orb of Dominance shot a beam that blotted out the sun, and Steve beat the heart of the Ender, the orb's evolved form. Would Steve scale to that?
Yes.
Oh, sure, bud. Oh, sure.
Okay.
Well, it sounds
Well.
fine to me. Fuck.
Yeah.
As long as it was Steve, like, gee, what do you mean by spin-off? I don't even know what Minecraft Legends is. But
There's
if
also
it's
novels.
canon,
Like, yeah, there's probably got to
there
be some.
are?
Yeah, there's
What in
Minecraft books.
God's name would you need to write about with Minecraft?
Look,
I hit
Minecraft
block,
hit that
block,
point where it was
block.
printing money if you slapped it on anything. So
block,
of course
hit
they did
block.
books. They did everything.
Okay.
Is Steve the main character of the books? Who's the main character?
I don't
Hit
know.
tree, hit
Novels,
tree,
Minecraft,
hit tree,
The
hit
Island.
Tree, hit tree, collect block.
Hang on.
Hit tree, hit tree, hit tree, collect block. Like, what is that?
Yeah.
Calm
Gotcha
music
back. Thank you
plays
for
in
gifting out 5
background.
memberships.
Incredible. Okay, so as voted by you all in the chat, creative mode is not should not be included. So
I
he
figured.
does not
Well,
get
Unless
the
Terrarian
block.
has like a version of creative mode, but I don't think he does. You gotta collect
Not that I've ever messed with. But I mean, I don't think
Interesting.
he needs it.
The main character of one of the novels, Minecraft the Crash, is Bianca, and I'm pretty sure the little sister of Finn in the Lego movie is named Bianca. So
They're the same.
maybe they're the same universe. Who knows? All right. Okay. So we have done a lot today. I don't know if it's all been constructive, but we've talked about a lot. So let's get back to Terrarian. Because like we've talked a bit about like what he's capable of and what the Terrarian does. I'm curious, Sam, how does the Terrarian beat the nonsense that is Steve?
Okay, so the respawn thing might be, I don't know, a little different, but I mean, I just think it's the Terrarian can just overpower him with, I don't know, he'll just summon a UFO, he'll rain meteors from the sky, he'll shoot him with a minigun made out of sharks with poison bullets, he'll cut him to pieces with Excalibur, you know,
Like
all
actual
while,
Excalibur?
yes, all while
Okay.
wearing like fucking mech armor. Like, I mean, he's just has an arsenal that is absolutely ridiculous, especially compared to Minecraft, which is just like, look at my blue armor. So yeah, I mean, I
Well,
really just think he'll
I
go ahead.
well, I think that Steve is actually pretty powerful in terms of stats on his own. He has weapons that can like summon lightning, so lightning moves at the speed of lightning. And what I thought was really interesting was that they, in order to find the durability of like the Ender Dragon and Wither and like powerful things like that, they measured like, because they showed like a charged creeper cannot, like when it explodes, it doesn't hurt the Ender Dragon. So they measured like how many blocks of basalt, I think is the thing that they use, can be destroyed by a charged creeper, and it was something like a bajillion. And they calculated that to be something in like the hundreds of tons of TNT. However, they also measured an Ender Dragon's ability to like destroy like blocks as it flies, as it rams, and they took iron and used and saw how many blocks of iron it destroyed, and to get the energy of the Ender Dragon's like charge, which of course would not damage itself, and that came out to be about 3 kilotons so of TNT. So weapons are strong enough to hurt something that is unharmed by like essentially a nuclear blast. So I think that Steve is actually very, very powerful. And he has tons of items and equipment as well, like tons of potions that can do different things, like poison you, put you to sleep, instantly kill you, turn you invisible. He could heal himself. He has the enchanted golden apples, which like entirely heal him and then give him more health, and get as much of that stuff as possible. He has weapons that are made of diamond or netherite or spectral arrows, which like when they hit you, you light up and you can be seen through walls, so you can't escape. He has firework weapons. He has ender pearls, which when he throws them, he can teleport wherever it lands. And he can't die. He can't fucking die. Eventually, he's going to through the Terrarians, whatever,
I mean,
his arsenal, and cut his ass in half, creating ass cheeks. That's
Wait,
actually
okay.
where they come from. Steve invented ass
Can you go back to the respawn thing? Does he require? Is there any way to cancel the respawn, like canonically?
It's the game mechanic, right?
Hardcore
That's just
mode.
how it happened.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say that is the same thing with the Terrarian. I can't point to a canonical like example of it, but like it just is like that's the game mechanic. Like that's how it works.
Yeah, I've seen a
So-
couple
But that's the
people in
difference.
chat talking about that the Terrarian has a similar respawn ability.
Yeah, I
so-
mean, because it's the game mechanic.
So wait, what
right?
makes it like canon
You
to
drink it.
Minecraft? Like, why is it different from just a typical video game respawn?
Because we see it in that like
commercial.
commercial or promotional material or something, where we see like a video of Steve fighting, dies, and then respawns right there where he is. He also drops his equipment, and he's able to go get it, which wouldn't have happened. The equipment wouldn't be there had he not died.
Right.
He also has the Totem of the Undying, which are items that he can use to respawn with equipment. So he does have.
So
a
I guess the
canonical
question here
thing.
would be,
Yeah.
does that respawn mean, like, assuming the Terrarian does kill him, does that count as a victory right then, or does the respawn allow the fight to
Because
keep
it happens
going?
instantly. It happens instantly, and in that promotional material, he continues fighting with the things that just like that's. The
It
point,
happens
like,
instantly, but he doesn't respawn where he died. He respawns.
Yes, he does.
At his house.
He died. He
No, isn't it
respawns-
random
respawn
where he
right there.
respawns?
I think in the games it can be
In the
random,
games-
but he respawned.
In the
Sorry, go on.
games, you respawn at your bed.
Well,
Yeah.
unless you have a bed, it's random, right? Where do you respawn if you don't have a bed? I don't remember.
I honestly
I
don't
don't
remember either.
I'm pretty sure it's just a random point.
But
So
in that promotional material, he responds right there.
well, then he got very lucky. His random spot.
Well, you also have the Totem
so
of the Undying, which then allows you to respond where you are instantly.
okay,
And he can make
okay.
as many of those as he wants.
So there is a way to, but that's a consumable, right? So there is a
Yes.
way to potentially respawn right back in the fight, but it is potentially limited. Otherwise, he would respawn back to his bed, which means the fight would have to take place next to Steve's house, or he would have to just drop a bed at some point, which I suppose he could, or he appears in a random place, which means it is possible that the fight cannot continue because he's been removed from the battlefield. That's kind of how I'm looking at this. And if the Terrarian has a similar ability, then the same thing would generally apply. With that being said, the poll is up. Steve versus Terrarian, who wins? Let us know. I just don't know if I can like apply the respawn ability. It just feels too random to me that it would eventually be something that the Terrarian could overpower.
But I think the
so
totem is legit. Totem is definitely legit.
The totem's legit, but again, it's a limited number.
But
So like,
You can
I
make
guess
as many as you want. I don't know. Like, we're
like
assuming
you've got a
that
limited
that's-
inventory in Minecraft.
Let me
So-
just.
Are we saying that Steve is incapable of killing Terrarian like once?
Well,
know, like, that's what I mean.
before Terrarian kills him, yeah. The Terrarian can have a cloak made of bees that makes stars fall from the sky when you're hurt. Like the shit that happens in the game is buck wild.
I think the Terrarian sounds like he's got just a significantly higher level of power going on here. So I think I'm leaning towards Terrarian.
He's
But
a
like,
nuke.
I'm not entirely sure if we did a full death
Chicken
battle on this,
jockey.
I think there'd be a lot we haven't talked about clearly.
Chicken jockey.
Well, also he can become.
See, I thought you were gonna bring that out earlier to see if we could get a laugh track.
I don't
going,
know what
but,
it is. I don't know what it fucking is.
What you saw the Minecraft movie 1,500 times. You told me
You're
personally.
lying.
Also,
All right.
the Terrarian can be a werewolf. I'm just throwing that one in. I don't think it matters, but also,
There
well,
we
and a
go.
mer- and a
It matters to
merfolk,
me.
you
It
know,
matters
just
to
in case
me,
that
Sam.
matters.
Chad, who do you think?
this has been a wild episode, and my brain hurts. I do think the Terraria just probably has more weapons and stuff to just take out Steve. That's where I'm leaning.
All right. So whether or not you have watched this live or you are watching the VOD, as we do release our Death Metal Cast on our YouTube channel at the end of each Tuesday, please let us know in the comments which matchup you like the most and why. Like, what would you want to see out of Steve versus the Terrarian? What would you want to see out of Emmet versus Jesse? Just let us know in the comments below. As the poll is ticking, the Terrarian is almost at 60%, but I'll leave it up for just a little bit more as the votes are coming in. As Liam,
Even.
big fan of Minecraft here, obviously.
Huge Minecraft fan.
Gets crushed by the vote, which is fascinating.
Emmett's fucking. I'm picking Emmett's corpse out of my teeth as we talk. Look,
Okay,
there's his
sure.
arm.
And just a reminder, we have a fireside chat tomorrow. That is April 9th. We will be doing it live at 5 p.m. CT on the Death Battle YouTube channel. If you are a member, you can join. And basically the whole idea behind the fireside chat is just a way for us to hang out with members. It's a member exclusive podcast show. It's just a chat.
It's a hangout.
It's just a chat. It's a hangout. Yeah, it's not even I can't call it a show because we never come in with much of a plan. It's just us being like, what's up, guys? Let's talk for an hour. All right, so I'm ending the poll. We've gotten a lot of votes, a lot of people in there, and it has not changed the percentage at all. We are at 59% for the Terrarian.
Thank you.
Have I been saying it wrong the whole time? Is it Terrarian? It sounds.
I mean, the
strange
game's
to me.
Terraria, so
Yeah.
But Terrarian.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah.
Terrarian.
It is Terraria.
Yeah, it's
Not
Terraria. I mean, I don't. No one should take my
Don't-
example
yeah.
on this one. Don't.
Wait.
I was
at
about to say,
all.
don't be asking
Yeah.
Mr. a cane over there
Yeah,
if
don't-
we're
don't.
fucking.
Not in Japanese, I assume. So I think we're covered.
Yeah.
Maybe. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for another Death Metal Cast and the wild amount of support
Yeah,
for
thank
this
y'all.
week's episode. We really appreciate you all. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, Mahito versus Shigaraki came out not last weekend, but the weekend before, with the incredible Moro animating, directed by Liam, of course. And
Why
I
did you
think they
sound
did a-
disappointed when you said Liam?
Uh, eh, I was trying to find him on the screen and motion towards him. And the next upcoming death battle is going to be the rematch that you all voted for, Master Chief versus Doomslayer. Very excited for that. The previews for that are going to be starting pretty soon. Get hype. It's gonna be one hell
Oh, there you go. There you go.
of a matchup.
Yeah.
We did the
That
hell
was dumb.
thing a lot for like 2 episodes ago. I mean,
We've had a lot of
we're just
hell
so much
matchups
hell.
already.
I know,
haven't we?
We were talking about that.
Mahito's going to hell, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It's,
so much
it's
Oh,
a
don't
big
worry,
year
don't
for
worry.
hell,
We-
dude. Big
We
year.
definitely brought that up while we were working on the animation for this. And there might be some something to keep in mind, just keep an eye out for because of it. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for checking out the championship membership program if you have. And we appreciate all you members in the chat hanging out with us and helping us navigate the wild worlds of Terraria, Minecraft, and whatever the hell
Lego.
we call the Lego movie world. Just Lego in general.
I think it's
guess.
the Lego Cinematic LCU. Lego, right? Yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Blocks and bricks.
Use that new emoji while it lasts, because I don't know how long it's gonna be there.
What
It
are
might
you
be a limited
talking
time thing.
about?
We'll see.
Forever.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you at the Fireside Chat tomorrow and then next week. Take care.
Yeah, bye.